Hey. Let's stay outside of that box, that teaching box. Many times we think the only way to teach music is in private lessons. But I have a question for you. Why not add group classes? How can you embrace the cooperative learning theory and add group theory club classes so that you can actually increase your income without increasing your teaching time? Well, today we've got 5 tips for you for the exceptional group teaching platform. So welcome to the Ultimate Music Teachers live show. I'm your host, Glory St. Germain, together with my amazing co-host, Joanne Barker, where we will discuss tips and tricks, current trends, and what's happening right now in the music education industry, and how teachers like you can grow their music teaching businesses easily. And you can learn more at ultimatemusicteachers.com. So, ever the illustrious Joanne Barker, how are you doing today?
I am hitting all the right notes today, Glory. I'm so excited to delve into today's topic.
Oh, and I'm excited too, because one of the things that we love is really sharing ideas. And I love your energy. So today we're going to dive deep into the ensemble of group teaching. But first, let's kind of harmonize our minds a little bit with a little fun fact, Joanne. Did you know that the cooperative learning theory suggests that learning in groups enhances cognitive development?
Absolutely. And I've been so honored for the last 20 years to witness this by teaching group. You know, it's like playing in a band. You might be able to create amazing music alone. I'm getting music ready for a wedding this weekend. And yeah, single piano is great, but adding in layers of other instruments, oh my goodness, there's a special kind of magic when instruments come together. And when you have kids together in a class, adults together in a class, there's just so much incredible energy and they feed off each other. So what's your first tip here, Glory?
Okay, tip number 1 is to embrace diversity. And groups often consist of, varying ages, different learning styles, and knowledge levels as well. So this diversity can be, one of your most powerful tools. And different minds offer different perspectives. And that really accelerates learning. And one of the things you just said, Joanne, was when we collaborate with other musicians, not everyone in the band is all at the same level. But when we come together, that's when learning accelerates. And it's fun and exciting, right?
Totally. And speaking of acceleration, tip number 2 would be the dynamics matter. Just like in music, the dynamics in a group setting can affect the flow. For any of you who've taught group, you probably had a couple classes where there's that student who, kind of roughs up that flow a little bit and it doesn't keep it smooth. What is really fun to do is rotate roles, play something like you be the teacher. For that student that's kind of giving you a little bit of maybe a little pushback, say, you know what, you're going to be the teacher today. Could you please, explain this to the class? You do learn 90% of what you teach. So you're giving the students an opportunity to learn and absorb a whole lot more information. Encourage those interactions and like things like group composing projects. But make sure everybody gets that solo moment. Rotate it through the students in the class. Next week, you're going to be the teacher. Next week, you're going to share the favorite piece you're working on. And it's a really successful tool. And you as a teacher get to kind of do a little checkup and see exactly where their mind and their fingers are at the same time.
Yeah, I love play you be the teacher, because in order to truly learn, teach. And I think that is a massive success tool, Joanne. So thank you for that. So moving on to tip number 3 is structured curriculum. So while creativity is the key, a structured curriculum really ensures that you're going to stay on track, and it's that rhythm that keeps everything in sync. So when you review the objectives at the beginning and of course at the end of a lesson, it's going to be more successful for you as a teacher and more successful for your students as well. And also, we want to remember to tailor your curriculum to the various learning styles. So whether it's visual, auditory, or kinesthetic, and when you engage in all 3 learning modalities, that's when we learn even faster. So for example, when you are teaching group classes, and if you're using the Ultimate Music Theory Workbook program, together with all the done-for-you lesson plans that we put together, your template for teaching success is waiting for you. And all of this is inside the Ultimate Music Teachers membership. You can learn all about it at teachumt.com. Incredible activities and games and resources and lesson plans and exams and answers and all of that, because the comprehensive review tests at the end of every lesson really give students the reinforcement of learning music theory concepts easily. And that's what we want to do, right, Joanne? We want to make it easy and fun.
Exactly. And those review tests are so great because it's not like you finish the chapter and just review that chapter's material. We have to continually maintain it's like working out, right? You just don't work on your abs before you go to a wedding on the weekend and then forget about them, do you? It's continuity, it's consistency. As I was explaining to students this week, it's not about practicing for 6 hours a day every day. It's about practicing consistently. And the same goes with our theory knowledge. That old phrase, use it or lose it. If you don't use your time signature information from lesson 2 and you get to lesson 12, you're going to forget how to do it. So using those, Ultimate Music Theory you've laid it out so beautifully, Gloria. It just flows so nicely. So yes, it's a structured curriculum and there's flexibility within that, right? If we don't have a structure, we don't have a goal in mind. What gets measured gets improved, right? So we have to, our students might not think we have this strict structure we're sticking with, but we as teachers and educators know that we have a goal in mind. And with Ultimate Music Theory materials, you have it right there for you that you just need to follow along and go with it. It works really well. I mean, my last 2 students got 92 and 98%. What can I say?
Woo, woo, woo. You're an amazing teacher, Joanne.
So we need to celebrate those individual achievements of those students too. So that would be my tip number 4 for you here. Recognize the small victories, right? It's not always about the 92s and the 98%. Maybe you have a little student who's been struggling in class, and I'm going to say she, because it happened recently for one of my students, and she just went, oh, I get it. You mean it's like this? And you know that it was a small little concept we were talking about. It was steps and skips. But she got it. And so we all said, isn't that great? Look, she just understood this. Can you please tell us what you just figured out? And she was so proud of her accomplishment and her realization. And compared to somebody else who might have been learning to play a scale contrary motion, it might not have seemed like such a big win. It's the little wins that matter. A whole bunch of little wins pile up to a massive win, don't they?
They do. Yeah.
It's like a crescendo in a song. The win, like kind of like a pyramid I'm picturing. The win, the crescendo, the crescendo, the crescendo, the crescendo, and it lifts everybody up. Everybody likes to celebrate a success for sure.
Absolutely. I love tip number 4, celebrate individual achievements, because it really it's fun, right? And we love, as a matter of fact, inside our coaching calls in our Ultimate Music Teachers membership, we start every coaching call with our weekly wins, no matter how big or how small. And it's a lot of fun, Joanne.
Yeah, one week somebody said they had a shower.
Yeah.
You know, that can be a big win. If you're living a really busy life, maybe you've got little kids, maybe you're looking after your senior parents, maybe you're volunteering, you're teaching all your lessons. Having a shower, that's a great accomplishment. So it's things to be celebrated, right? Let's celebrate.
And I think sometimes we do, Joanne, we just get so busy in our life. And, you know, I have my little gratitude journal, and I also have a productivity journal. And I love to look and go, okay, what did you do today? Like, let's celebrate something, right? So, all right, tip number 5. So tip number 5 is to monetize smartly. So as you think about increasing your teaching income, teaching group lessons, whether you're teaching, as Joanne does, she teaches group piano lessons, or if you're teaching group theory club classes, or you're teaching group guitar, or whatever it might be, teaching group lessons can be a financial boom. When you teach multiple students at the same time slot, it's a win-win. Number 1, they learn faster. And number 2, you're going to increase your income. And it's just more engaging. It's more fun. It's more profitable. It's a total win. And it's also a win for the parents, right, Joanne?
Oh, so true. Group teaching is so beneficial for us, the educators, but for the students, they get the camaraderie of their classmates. You know, as a teacher, I find they don't miss class. I find I had so many less hassles with scheduling because they're used to going to like group hockey or group dance or group whatever. So it's just like that. So they go, okay, this is when my class is. I don't get asked for makeup lessons with group lessons because they don't ask for makeup lessons from hockey, do they? So the benefits are crazy. And you can keep that fee per student a little bit lower and make it even, financially more affordable for a lot more families. So you're helping parents. Yes, you're making more per hour. You have to do your lesson plans. You have to do your prep and all that stuff. But we still end up making more money per hour. And that's not the ultimate goal. The ultimate goal is teaching the best lessons we can teach. And the group lessons, the dynamics can just be so incredible. It's so worth it. It's always more fun to jam with friends. So I highly, highly, highly recommend that people give group lessons a try.
Yeah, I couldn't have said it better, Joanne. So before we wrap up, I want to share 5 action items for our listeners. So if you are here thinking about what can I do to really, get my music teaching business on track and really generate more revenue into my business and all of the above, here's the 5 action steps for your consideration. Number 1, evaluate your space. So ensure your teaching space can accommodate group sessions, or you can also teach online. Number 2 is flexible curriculum. You want to adjust your lesson plans to cater to groups and include games and composing and music history and, other fun stuff. Number 3 is group dynamics. One of the things you might consider is to organize an icebreaker session for new groups to build rapport, right? So they all get to meet each other. Have a contest, that's always fun, or run a 6-week theory club camp just to get started. Number 4, engage parents. They can be your best promoters for group sessions when they see the success of your music theory club classes or your music theory piano lessons or whatever groups you're teaching. Parents see your success and they tell other people. Mm-hmm. So number 5 is continual learning. And this is a big one, especially for me, and I know it is for you as well, Joanne. And that is to attend workshops or events to really enhance your group teaching skills. In fact, we want to invite you to join us at our upcoming event, musicbusinessmastery.live.
Absolutely. If you want to amplify your teaching game without having to use a plug-in amplifier, join us for the Music Business Mastery 3-day live event. You're going to dive deeper into the mindset, the strategies, and the tools to connect with fellow educators, and let's make our musical minds shine even brighter together.
Yeah, so true, Joanne. I'm so excited for this upcoming 3-day live teacher training, and you're going to discover the 3 keys to teach music theory and increase your income. So simply go to musicbusinessmastery.live. You can learn more. All the details are there. Make sure you get registered. Whether you are a budding Beethoven or a rock star Rolling Stone, we believe that group teaching can be the crescendo to your music teaching business success. So let's make the world a more, let's say, harmonious place, and one group lesson at a time. Just get started, right? Remember, a day without music is like, we have no idea. We have no idea, Joanne. Just keep the notes flowing and keep inspiring, right, Joanne?
That's it, music maestros. And remember, when you strike the right chord in teaching, the world can resonate with joy. And you know what? I was given this a few years back. Joy is a choice we make. And we are faced with a lot of choices every single day. And some of them are difficult choices. Some of them are choices that are going to put us a little out of our comfort zone. Maybe teaching group isn't a choice that you thought you'd ever want to make, but take that chance. Choose that joy. Choose that different opportunity. Come to Music Business Mastery. Find out a little bit more about it. While it might seem daunting and overwhelming to teach group, it's really not that daunting and overwhelming. It's a fun thing. I love going to teach every day. I'm having just such a blast with my students, and it's fun. The energy, the flow. So join us at musicbusinessmastery.live so we can see it. I really hope to see all of you there.
Yeah, me too. Thanks for tuning in to the Ultimate Music Teachers live show. And until next time, keep your music thriving and teach with passion. See you at Music Business Mastery Live. Bye now.
Bye.